you and I were sent a joke today. By you.
Oh. Yeah, I had no clue.
And I know it wasn't your joke.
It was not my joke.
But you still sent it, so that means you have to take responsibility for it.
I already forgot it, though. There's been a lot of pop between now and then.
Oh. Which video game console
dare you?
is always late?
Oh, you do remember. Good, I was going to look it up. I don't remember it either.
Atari.
Yeah.
Yeah. A tardy.
This is the Midnight Gamescast. We record every Monday night at midnight, and we bring it to YouTube every Tuesday with our weekly wrap-up every Wednesday with video game true or false, the best 20 minutes of your week, and every Thursday with the topic of the week. You're definitely going to want to see that this week, especially if you like VR. Or if you don't know you like VR. My name is Bryan Paul, and to my right, your left, Jeremy King.
Howdy. High fives, anybody? Am I supposed
Howdy.
to do that? There we go.
This way. Bam.
I reached.
I
I reached
didn't.
too soon. I shot the gun too quick. Yeah.
Shot the gun.
I was like freeze bang. You know what I mean? I didn't give you a moment to get ready. Okay.
It's true. Okay.
Freeze bang?
Yeah, I
Freeze
didn't.
bang.
I was like
No.
high five slap. You know, you didn't have time to do it.
Is that like flashlight tag?
Freeze bang.
Flashlight tag.
Is that a thing?
I never played that. It was a thing, but
Yeah.
I never played it.
And to my
Okay.
left, you are right, Michelle Baracchioni.
Hi. Oh. See, that was way better. That was
that
awesome.
was
Best
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
I think that's the best we've ever done.
And on both the not that.
Yep.
hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lots of high-fiving.
And Brian. Hey.
And in the middle, Brian.
I introduced myself. No worries. Guys, it's been kind of a crazy week,
Yeah.
right? A lot of stuff's been happening.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I guess to get caught up, the way we always get caught up, is to play a little game of Should We or Shouldn't We, where we put 30 seconds up on the clock, and then we put the clock up on the counter. And each of us has 30 seconds to tell you whether you should or should not be playing or doing the things that we've been playing or doing this week. This week, marijuana. You should. I only needed a second. No, of course not. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Ladies.
Why do you always say ladies?
Lady.
On your mark.
Because ladies first.
Get set.
Sure.
Go.
I've been playing a lot of VR, which you should absolutely play, but we'll get into that in a moment. I've been playing Rush of Blood in particular. It is awesome. You get on this roller coaster of terror, basically, and you have two guns, and all these big clowns are coming at you, and it's terrifying, and you're just going around shooting everything. And I actually just got to this one scene where this really, really fast clown is like coming at you, and it's completely terrifying, and you should play it. It's awesome. That's all I got. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You really had that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just played it like 10 minutes before you got here. So,
The adrenaline.
yes, the adrenaline is still there.
Oh yeah.
It's been getting a lot of mixed reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand the mixed reviews.
I like it personally. I mean, I've been having a ton of fun with it.
I don't want to spill too much into the topic,
No, it's all right. There's so much to talk about.
but I don't see how it could have a bad review. It doesn't
So you
matter
played
what
it?
it is. The demo.
Yeah.
I see.
And I just think it's so fucking neat. You know what I mean?
It works so well.
Yeah,
And-
it really does the point, and it really obviously know it's fake, but it really looks like you're in it.
Oh
it
no,
scares
you're
the crap
you're
out of
you. Yeah.
in it, and you can
And
look
it,
all
like-
around and
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty good with the jump scares.
Yeah, and the movement. I
Yeah.
mean, when it's the roller coaster starts going fast.
Yeah.
I mean, you
yeah.
really.
Oh, and you have to
feel
duck
it.
the boards as well.
Yeah,
Like,
the
you don't want to get
blades
hit,
and
and
shit.
the blades coming around. The
Oh my
dead
God.
pigs everywhere too.
Yeah,
That
the squealing
That
pigs
was actually a little
everywhere.
violent. Sorry, PETA. Ugh.
That-
it was
a little
pretty bad.
gruesome, yeah.
It was really gruesome.
Why do I
Yeah.
feel like PETA would be okay with it? They're not real pigs.
I don't
There's
think
anything to worry
PETA's
about.
okay with anything.
yeah,
Nothing?
Oh, I don't know.
digital
bad.
animal.
They wake up.
Digital animal cruelty
Yeah.
is not allowed.
They wake up in the morning and they're like, that coffee doesn't smell strong enough. They're not okay with anything. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Who's next, guys?
Yep. I think is that you, Jeremy?
Sure.
All right. On your mark.
For what?
Get set. Go.
All right, I've actually been playing more of Mafia 3.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because I bought it
Yeah.
Never really discussed it, but
Mentioned it on the topic of the week.
yeah, it was a slow start for me, and it's still a slow start. But I can't really say from what I've played so far that it's worth $60, just because the AI is very unintelligent. It just seems Grand Theft 5 still looks better, even though it's an older game. Yeah. But still, there's a lot to it. There's a great story.
Okay, so you like the story? Yeah.
So far, yeah, really good.
Do you have more to say? Should we give it another 30 seconds?
Do it.
On your mark, get set, go.
But the story's really good so far. The combat and everything is pretty basic. But you can, get around enemies if they're firing at a house. Like if here's the map and they're firing at a house here. If you find a side entrance, and you can totally just go and leave, and they'll just keep shooting at the building.
So you're in this town, and you're just wandering around.
It's huge. The city, it's fucking enormous. There's so much. It is absolutely huge. But it's pretty fun. But $60, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
It is.
Yeah.
Solid 40.
A solid 40.
So
all right.
What I've heard about Mafia 3 is very intriguing. I hear the story is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lot of... They didn't dial back the racism at all. It's actually pretty accurate to the time period.
Yeah.
I also hear there's no fast travel. So you're just constantly driving non-stop to get to where you're going. It's
But I like the driving in it. It's pretty basic.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're driving and walking then? Or?
It's like Grand Theft 5.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever played it?
I have a Grand Theft
Never
Auto,
played
not
Mafia 2 or 1? No. They were like that, except set in the 20s maybe?
Yeah, that sounds good.
30s, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Okay. I also hear that the lighting is totally messed up. Like you'll try to walk into the bayou and it'll just be pitch dark, and you'll be like, well, I can't see anything. Or the sun comes up and it's like...
It can be weird. Like I've noticed if a wall behind a character will be silver looking or platinum looking, it'd be really shiny, and a picture will jump in and out once in a while of what it should be.
Oh,
a lot.
Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of that.
Yeah.
Or it shouldn't be,
Yeah.
So a little glitchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little glitchy, and for a $60 game, you'd hope, especially for a big company like 2K.
Yeah.
You'd hope they'd polish the bugs before they shipped it.
Exactly.
And that game has been in the works for a long time.
Quite a while.
You wouldn't have thought this was a rush job.
No.
Yeah.
No.
All right. I got another VR game to talk about for 30 seconds.
Yes, sir.
And go. So I've been playing. Yep, Here They Lie. Almost forgot. So to answer the viewer question from last week, Here They Lie is a first-person scary game. I would definitely call it survival horror. It is my favorite launch title by far. It's the only game where I felt like I was actually really, truly immersed. They gave me the freedom to walk around wherever I wanted to, and there was just horrific things around every corner. It's disturbing. It's perverted, which I love, and I just want to play more.
You got really bad reviews too.
Yeah,
really bad reviews.
Pretty poor.
Yep, and and I think that's totally unfair. I've read bad reviews of it, and I can't find in the review why it's getting a bad review. They're like, oh, you might get motion sickness. Yeah, guess what? That's not a problem with the game. That's a problem with the technology.
That's
that's just going to happen.
Yeah. Right?
It's happened to me a few times.
And like I said in my review, if you want to hear a little bit more about it, if you want to see the gameplay a little bit more, go check out the review on Without Parole Games on YouTube.
I watched it.
Yes,
I did.
Now you probably noticed, and I didn't address this really in my review. I should have, that every time you use the analog stick to turn, your peripheral shrinks to almost like a keyhole. You look like you're looking through a keyhole every time you turn. Yeah. Right? And did you play the demo? No?
I still haven't.
Okay.
I'm still too pussy shit.
Just so if you're watching the review and you're like, why is everything shrink? Well, that's apparently the way the developers got around having people have extreme motion sickness. It's the peripheral, like that when you turn in VR.
So they did it so you don't get motion sickness?
Right. They basically cut out the peripheral vision, and then you're looking through a keyhole as you turn, and then you feel it's not quite as bad. It's an okay workaround. I don't think it's the greatest workaround. There's an option, you'll see this on the review, called VR Drive Mode that is on by default. And what that does, so you'll know this if you play the demo or anything, every time you turn with the analog stick, it's like you can't see anything. Your eyes will literally shut, and then you'll like open your eyes, and you'll be facing a different direction.
Ugh.
And
That's
that
gotta
just
be weird.
It's weird, and it pulls you
That
out of the
sounds sickening.
experience so bad
Yeah, I
that
can
it's
imagine.
like not even fun to play. And as soon as I realized there was an option to turn that off and to turn put the sensitivity
night
of
and
the
day.
turning way back up.
Why was the churn so slow? The sensitivity made it feel
it
really
was
awkward.
real slow, and it didn't feel natural at all.
Yeah.
I get it. You know, they don't want people getting sick. But I got sick so many times. Like, didn't actually throw up, but I was nauseous after playing this game. And now this is the third day that I've been playing it, and I'm pretty much okay. So my advice is just to get over it. Like, put yourself...
Get over it, guys.
Yeah.
I know it sounds funny, but put yourself through the ringer. Like, this is the future of gaming.
Oh, yeah.
So just get over it. Like, make yourself adjust to the uncomfortableness. Because
Figure out how it makes you comfortable and just
my
do it.
experience when I played
should we say
Drive.
this?
I know.
We're gonna save this for the topic of the week because I
Yes.
definitely want
Yeah.
to get a little more into this.
Yes.
And actually,
I have viewer questions. I have
right.
3 viewer questions, all about VR as well.
If you want to submit your own viewer question, please go to facebook.com/withoutparolegames and submit it as a message to us. Don't post it on our. Actually, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, just submit it to us. Send us a message.
Please.
Please.
Yeah.
We're so lonely.
Right?
Yeah. So who wrote to us this week, Michelle?
All right, we have Sarah from California.
I love
Hey,
Sarah
Sarah.
from California.
You don't know Sarah.
Sarah, come back.
Sleeping on the couch.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah.
Sarah. Oh, that was really good. Yeah, that was a
And
great
he'd be like,
labyrinth. Yeah.
and then the rocks would
The
roll.
rocks, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, Sarah writes, "Hey there, just have a question with the new PSVR. Are you able to have 2 players play at once on the same TV? I wasn't sure if this was possible or not."
I've been wanting to ask you the same question.
Yeah?
I haven't bothered to look it up myself yet, and I've been wondering.
Okay.
On one TV?
Well, on one TV, I think. So I
meant over.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no
on one TV.
on
I
one
would say the
TV,
same,
but
yeah.
I'm sure they have multiplayer games if you want to
Over the
play
internet.
online.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That has to be a thing, right?
It's got to be eventually. you
Or
would think.
if
it
not right
isn't,
this second,
it
yeah,
might
then
be-
soon
yeah.
enough. What do you have to say about
Yeah.
it? You
So
look
like
like you
you're
want to
biting
talk.
your tongue.
So Riggs and Eve Valkyrie, both are launch titles. Both of those are competitive shooters, and they are
Eve
both.
is?
Yeah, Eve Valkyrie. There's only like an hour-long campaign in that,
Oh.
like single player. So you are buying Eve Valkyrie for the multiplayer.
I see.
So Eve Valkyrie and Riggs are both multiplayer focused, and both of those have online capability. You can play against other people with VR. Those games are great if you like multiplayer. Actually, they're both got reviewed really well. So
Yeah.
if you like multiplayer, definitely pick those up. But as far as multiplayer on the same couch, there's no, as far as I know, no VR support for multiple VR helmets. I don't think the
I don't know
PlayStation
if it
4
could handle that.
No,
Yeah.
that would be just way too much
Not even
horsepower.
the next rendition.
That would be
what the
that
fuck's
would
the
be
name of it
interesting.
again?
But
Scorpion,
there are
Scorpio.
multiplayer games happening in different ways. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Keep Talking Me, No One Explodes.
No.
So basically, there are people who are looking at a screen, and people who are looking at somebody in the VR helmet, and they have to work together. It's been a while since I saw a preview of this, so if I'm wrong about this, I apologize. But basically, the person in the VR helmet is looking at a bomb, and it's got all these different wires, and they twist it and turn it, and they're like, there's like 2 batteries on this side, and this has a number over here.
That's
and,
kinda neat.
and the other people who are in the room, not in the VR helmet, have the instructions on how to disarm the bomb. So you're telling the person
Oh, that's
in the VR
interesting.
helmet.
So it's like, hey, do this. This
Right.
is what you do, and
So-
you're kind of.
but those people outside of the VR can't see what the VR person sees.
Oh, they're not seeing your perspective
Right.
on the screen.
No. So I'm assuming that what's on the screen are the directions to dismantle the bomb.
Right,
And
so
there has to be this constant
That's pretty
communication.
neat.
It's like, what do you see? Well, I see 2 batteries. Okay, 2 batteries. Okay, well, you have to push this button first. And it's like this constant thing, and timer's ticking down.
Oh.
And you got to dismantle it before it blows up.
It's stressful.
Yeah, I'm
So-
already stressed.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's how that works with the social screen. But yeah, right.
Interesting.
But not a whole lot of multiplayer. No, not in VR. It's very much still a single player experience.
Yeah, and you know what? You wouldn't want somebody else sitting on the same couch as you, anyways.
No.
Knocking
You're
the
like,
crap
get
out
out
of
of
them.
here.
Yeah, turn into him
Can
to
you
look around
imagine?
at something.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Yeah.
even when you first tried it, I was like sitting on the couch trying to like watch you play, and it was just.
And I was like,
I was getting,
You're like, whoa.
I was getting beat the fuck up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep,
Yeah.
that lasted a total of 2 minutes, and you got off the couch.
Yeah. So,
No.
yeah, sorry, Sarah, not a lot of multiplayer.
Yeah.
But yeah, but you can go online.
All right, so this one I kind of feel like we may have already answered after your shouldn't we or shouldn't we? But James from North Carolina writes,
James.
Hey, James.
yeah, which VR game do you guys find makes you the most sick?
Well, we might as well jump into this a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I played a lot less than you.
Okay.
Of the titles, I've only played a few of them, and I'll just get into it more later. And Drive Club.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
one
the Drive
definitely. But like you, it was was it the first or the second thing? I don't really remember if it was that or Kitchen. One of the two was my first.
Kitchen.
And yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember that, like you, I was just getting over it. You know, where I started moving, I'm like, oh man, and I'm like closing my eyes, and I'm like, it's making me sick, and I stop for a minute, and then I go and I'm like squinting my eyes, and I gradually just kind of kept them squinted for a bit, going around the corners and stuff, and I started getting used to it.
Yeah.
I was queasy, then it started
Yeah.
going away. I started getting used to it, then I was fully eyed, and I fucking first place, first race.
Oh,
And
there
it
you
was a
go.
wicked easy demo too. I mean, they
It
really
was an
were
easy
slow.
demo,
Yeah,
yeah.
there was
Awesome.
no real competitiveness.
Did you try all the different cars? Because it's funny that all three different cars make
they
you
feel
feel
different?
very different. Like
Only
because
two, the Formula.
the Formula One and
Yeah.
then the
I don't think I tried other ones.
yeah. It's funny because
Just one.
Formula One, there's no
No.
there's no real cockpit.
Like-
I guess that you tell, right?
Yeah, roof.
Roof.
I guess I don't
Well,
know.
what was
I just-
the awesome spaceship game?
Valkyrie? I think.
No, I think you're talking about Battlezone.
Battlezone.
I didn't play
yeah.
that.
That kind of made me a little nauseous.
Yeah.
Did
It's-
it really?
I think that one might even more than the racing game. I think.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah?
See, Battlezone and like Drive Club for sure. The first time I took a
Yeah.
lap around, I was like, oh my god, I feel this in my stomach. Why do I feel it?
real.
Yeah,
Oh.
but that took only like a few races to get used to, and
Yeah.
then fine. Battlezone for me, I felt that was one of the most comfortable VR experiences because anything that really gives you like this
very spacious.
enclosure to kind of like if you're sitting in the game and you're sitting in real life in VR, it all kind of works together. Like your body is like, yeah, we're doing the right thing here.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but it's like here they lie. It's like I'm supposed to be walking around and turning, but I'm really just sitting stationary.
Yeah,
You know? And
right.
like your body
And
doesn't
Here They Lie didn't make me sick at all.
really.
Yeah.
That's mind-boggling.
So that's interesting. Yeah.
Wow.
That's how. So this in being in the spaceship though, I thought that was probably one of the coolest games.
Yeah.
That was really
Which
neat.
one was this again?
Battlezone.
Battlezone. It
Yeah.
was really
didn't
neat.
try it.
But it did
I'm
make
thinking
me a
about
little
buying it.
nauseous.
It is
Really?
just is.
Yeah.
I think the most impressive as far as
Damn it.
just really feeling like you're
What did
in
that
this vehicle.
what did that run for? Do you-
Price wise?
Yeah.
$60. That is
Okay.
a full-fledged
That might
launch
be
setup,
that
yeah.
that might be a worth it $60. So,
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like it could get very repetitive because you're just in a tank, and then every level you're going around and shooting stuff, and then you're shooting stuff, and then you're shooting stuff, and then the level's over. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, if there's not if they don't come out with a whole lot more VR titles by Christmas, I'll definitely start
Right.
picking up all the ones I haven't bought yet.
Yeah.
Well, which one made you the most?
Most sick? Mm-hmm. Here They Lie for sure.
That was
Yeah,
top. Okay.
But again, get over it. Right? That's
yeah.
my advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough, man. It was because I really
Small increments, you know? That's what I've been doing when I do it. It's just small increments. I'll play the 10 or so odd minutes and then I take it off for a little bit because I have vertigo
Yeah.
as it is, you know?
And
yeah.
it does say it does recommend
Yeah.
take a break.
Yeah, yeah.
Walk away from the controller for a second.
Yeah.
'Cause it's interesting. You take it off and you're like, whoa.
But you can get
I'm in
so
another
into
world.
it. But I'm not, again, I'm gonna not say shit.
saving it for
All
the
right.
top
Yep.
of the week.
Save it.
Yeah.
All right.
So
And
do
we
it-
have one last one.
One more. Excellent.
Wow.
One last one. Yes.
So many.
All right. Mike from Massachusetts. our
Mike.
home.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Thanks
well,
for writing in, bud.
He
Sarah,
says
Mike,
back,
and
hey
James.
guys. Yep. I know with the new PSVR that just came out, people are worried about the amount of wires that you need to use. Do you guys think that they're annoying? And how much physical space do you need in order to play?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
You know, you and I both set one up.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
All right, so, and I already disassembled mine and reset it up two other times.
you are crazy.
Oh, I boxed
did?
it up, back up like it is.
Wait,
and
why would you do that?
I want other people to see it, how neat it
He
is.
took it on tour. He brought it to friends' houses and stuff.
Yeah.
Mine's never.
Make
Mine's
your friends
never-
go to your house.
Mine's
My
never
girlfriend's
been
parents'
disconnected.
house, they took it there so they could see
okay.
it. It was
All right.
awesome.
I'm never
That's-
disconnecting mine.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I want my dad to see it, but I have to bring my PlayStation 4 and my VR.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
Oh, yeah,
It's
I
not
brought it
all.
happening. He has to come over here.
No.
Which means I have to clean.
I boxed mine all up. I took it over there. But yes, wires. So the first time, I just followed the instructions, and I did like it was, step by step. I didn't want to fuck it up and
The
assume.
instructions were easy, man.
Wicked easy.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the second time, I did it and just checked the instructions as I was doing it, and it was actually. And then when I got home and I hooked it up, it really got easy. And yes, there's
Okay.
a lot of wires, but it's just like pa-chang, pa-chang, pa-chong, pa-chang, you know.
But the easiest thing is just hiding the wires under things like
While you're
carpets,
playing it.
for instance,
Yeah.
like what you did. And
Yeah, I've got that nice Oriental rug in front of my couch, between the couch and the console, and we just ran all the wires.
Yep.
There's that one big bulky wire
Yes.
that connects everything for the headset,
headset.
to the breakout box.
Yeah.
Right, and you can actually the breakout box you can actually shove that right next to your console or on your console. Like, I thought that was gonna have to sit between me and the PlayStation.
yeah, no,
but-
you can
but-
just stash it right
Oh,
with
anywhere.
it, and
yeah,
it's
that
good
long
to go.
wire is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So once we put that under the rug, and then we kind of shoved the excess wire.
the wire that comes from the,
Right.
the
Yeah.
headset down. Yeah,
Because sometimes when you're playing, you'll kind of feel the pull of the wire.
A little
so you
bit.
got to make sure there's a little bit of slack, and then tuck the extra into your couch. And
Yeah.
you're good to go.
yeah.
'Cause there is-
Once you do get that slack, though, like I haven't personally had an issue at all with the wires.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna
Not
say
at
there's
all.
a lot of wires, but you know, and there's a big bulky one there, and then there's a headset wire, but you totally forget about it.
Totally.
Yeah.
You just totally forget about it. It doesn't
Yeah.
even matter.
Well, that's because you're so into the game and you're just inside of it. It's
Yeah, yeah.
great. But we'll get to that later.
We should probably mention, because I'm so good at this, that all month long, month of
yes.
October, we are cross promoting with howinerd.com.
Chang.
Bing. Yeah, so if you are curious about a new movie or a new video game or a new comic book or a new etc., then go to howinerd.com and check out what they have to say about it. Also, plenty of places to leave comments. Yeah, cross promoting with them all month long. They are super great people. Go check out their site.
Yeah. Awesome.
Nothing like putting
super great.
Nothing like putting a little promotion in at the absolute tail end of a video.
I know.
Oh.
We're only 18% is watched of the 18 minutes.
Oh yeah, like 5 people just saw that,
Keep watching, guys.
and I think that
It
was
concludes.
the weekly wrap up.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll be back tomorrow with video game True or False. We wear the
So
same
don't
clothes
forget
all
to-
week long. You change it
We're
outfit.
very poor because
Yes.
nobody pays us.